Let's take you live now to our reporter Pimani Baloyi. A very good morning to you, Pimani. You brought the story to us on the morning after the killings happened. What's the latest?
Good morning, Desiree. Indeed, we broke the story on Christmas Day when police released a statement stating that 7 family members had been gunned down to death by a relative of theirs on Christmas night at 12 midnight on Christmas night. Desiree, when we went to the family, the mood was very somber and everybody just could not believe what just had happened, because the people who died, 2 were brothers and the wife of one of the brother. And as you stated, Desiree, the wife was heavily pregnant. She was due at any time from what we understand from the family. And the other 4 victims were minors, one aged 1 according to police, the other one aged 4, the other one 8, and the oldest was 12. But the interesting thing about this, Desiree, is that, there was a 9-year-old who was sleeping in the same bedroom where the 4 children who died were sleeping, and this child, according to the family, it appears he was sleeping during the shootings, and because of that he was spared and he's still surviving. He was taken in for counseling according to what the family told us, and they tried to counsel him so he understands what happens. But Desiree, when we got to the court, right now I'm standing in front of Court A at the Malamulele Magistrate Court, and when we got to the court premises, there was a group of residents from Jimmy Jones village who are just angry at this act that happened, like in their watch, where they were chanting and they had placards stating that there should be no bail for this 52-year-old suspect that we expect to appear inside Court A in the next few minutes. But Desiree, let me bring in a family rep right now, a family representative to speak to us. Tendo, first of all, this is a very disheartening case that happened. There's a 9-year-old involved who survived these shootings, but also there are lives that are lost, and you are preparing for the funeral as we come to court here. How is the family coping?
Honestly speaking, we are trying as best we can. But as you said, this is a very difficult time for the family. We have lost our loved ones in a cruel way and very untimely. The person who did this, their uncle, is a family member. On the other side, we are also trying to arrange for the funeral. Honestly speaking, we do not have enough resources to carry out all the arrangements. We are not well. Fortunately, the social development are sending social workers to help us time and again, and we are hoping that they will continue to support us. The municipality is also supporting us. The community is also supporting us, and anyone else who can be able to support us and help us navigate through this difficult time. I do not have the words to describe how we are feeling or how we are doing as a family, but we are trying as best we can. We need all the support we can get. This is not something that we could have prepared for.
And Tendo, today is the first court appearance of the suspect, who is also a family member. What is the family hoping to get from the court process?
We are hoping that the law will take its course and that justice will be served. That is the position of the family in this matter.
And Tendo, specifically talking about the 9-year-old who was present during the shootings, how is he coping?
I do not know how I can describe how he is coping. Even though he is a child, he understands what has happened, but we do not know to what extent. The social workers try to help us, and as a family we are making sure that we are with him all the time, and we are just monitoring him, and yeah, that's all. I cannot speak of how he is coping or how he is processing this.
Thank you so much, Tendo. That is the family representative of the Ndo family that on Christmas Day lost 7 family members to a tragic shooting by a family member as well. What we understand, Desiree, led to this fatal shooting, from what we got from the family, is that there was a dispute over the ownership of the family home where some of the deceased and the suspect stayed in, where it's alleged that one of them wanted the other to move out from that family home, saying that the other has more entitlement to that family home. These are things that we expect to hear in this courtroom behind me, Desiree, when, you know, the suspect makes his first appearance, where he'll be bringing his case in. But we must also recall, Desiree, the suspect actually did take himself into the police after the shootings. So at this point, we don't know if there's a confession yet, if there's going to be an admission of guilt. We'll just be going into the courtroom to see. But Desiree, in addition to that, there's a lot of interest on this court appearance, where we've seen a lot of prominent people coming to here in court to support the family and just to be present to see this first appearance. One of them is the MEC of Social Development in the province, Ms. Nkakaring Rahwale. We'll try to speak to her about this. She's always been somebody who speaks up against, let's use our social workers that are available in clinics throughout the province when we are having family disputes, to resolve them amicably. But Desiree, I'll hand back to you in studio right now.